Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we're talking about if we should summon this week. And honestly, it's a pretty easy answer because, you know, the Valentine's Day banner is right around the corner. So you guys already know what my answer is going to be, but we are going to jump right into it right after this. So I did want to bring this up. Normally, I don't tell people to subscribe to my channel because in my mind, I'm thinking if you want to subscribe, you'll subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, you won't, right? But I was looking at the analytics side and I was like, okay, maybe I should bring this up in one of my videos, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So right here, we've got my last 28 days. This is from December 31st to January 27th. We've had 71,576 views, which is fantastic, guys. I appreciate you guys showing some support to your boy, but then I was taking a look at the number right underneath. So out of 71,576 views, 52,207 of those views are unsubscribed. You see that right there? It says not subscribed. Now, come on, guys. What are we doing? You know, I definitely would appreciate if we could get this number to go down a little bit. 72% is a high percentage of people that are not subscribed to the channel. So, you know, all it is a button, guys. Just press the button, show some love to your boy, and your boy definitely appreciates it. And for those 27.1% that are subscribed and are watching the videos, I greatly appreciate you. And even if you don't subscribe, I appreciate you as well. And another thing that I wanted to touch bases on was my Discord. You know, we got my Discord, the D's Army. We've actually got a good group of people from the community from this game and even King Arthur, but we've got a good group of people, and it's just a chill Discord, you know? We just keep it real, we just talk about the game. So if you wanted to join the D's Army, I would greatly appreciate that as well, but let's go ahead and get right back into the video. So we know that Lubu is right around the corner for the Valentine's Day event, and also we also have, shoot, I forget the guy's name. It's like a Chinese name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. We have that banner coming right around the corner. And, you know, this banner is nice. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's a very nice banner. We got Boreas. Boreas is a big booty clapper with some crowd controls. But at the same time, you know, before Boreas got nerfed, I would say we have to go all out for this. But after the nerf, he kind of came back down to reality. He's still about that life. But in my opinion, I just feel the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Because then we have Lucius and Arius. Arius is a good hero, but he's part of the Nightmare faction. We have so many fighters in the Nightmare faction. He's a good hero. He's not going to change your account. And I would honestly probably just say the same thing about Lucius, only unless you're doing some crazy watcher team. If you have Ingrid, maybe then you might want to pull for this man because he could do amazing things for, I don't know, Guild Boss 2. I've seen him in some GVG as well. But my point is, both these heroes, I don't think that they're going to change your account. And I feel like the juice is not worth the squeeze. And the headliner for this is, of course, Boreas, right? But it's just not enough for me. It's not enough for me. I don't feel that we should waste our shards. We need to save our shards for the right time. We're going to strike at the right time, and the right time is not right now. Of course, I'm going to pull on this banner, but I'm just doing it for content, guys. If I wasn't doing it for content, I definitely would not summon for this banner. But do as I say, not as I do, you know what I'm saying? But then we also come over here. I mean, we got Deimos. Deimos is, well, he used to be one of the most rare epics in the game, but I feel like his drop rate went down or something because I see a lot more people pulling him lately. He's a beast. He's a beast. He's good. Then we got Nisande. If you don't have Maidan, if you don't have Elowen, Nisande could do wonderful things for Simra because she does come with cleanse now that she has the buff that they gave her. Then we have my main man Harpoon, arguably one of the worst epics in the whole entire game. He would be, if we did a top 5 worst epics in the game, he would definitely be on that list. I actually did a video with Prospector, and I think Harpoon was Harpoon his I think Harpoon was his second worst. But at the same time, I mean, you know, it's a good banner. Don't get it twisted. And if you are new to this game, you definitely need to pull on this banner. You need to pull on every banner until you get a good amount of heroes. So if you're in the early game, yes, pull on the banner, but you should do it every single weekend until you get a decent amount of heroes for progression, right? But for those of you in the mid game and the end game, just save the shards, man. Save the shards. It's not, I know it's easier said than done, and a lot of us get trigger happy, but at the same time, We just gotta save him, man. We just gotta save him. Then we have the special ancient summoning. I mean, come on now. Come on now. This is very easy. We know ancient shards are not easy to come across, okay? We need to save those bad boys and strike at the right time. Again, this one right here, not the right time, guys. Eldrr, okay, if you absolutely want Eldrr and you're like, oh my God, I have to have him. I love the Viking design. I'm a huge Viking guy, right? I love Vikings, but at the same time, he just doesn't do it for me. He really doesn't, guys. I'm telling you, when you think of Northerner faction, right, you're thinking of survivability, crowd controls. You're not thinking DPS, booty clapping. That's not what this faction is about, but this guy is the only one that brings a Lord skill that actually increases attack. So the attack of shielded faction team members is increased by 20%. It's not consistent though, because they have to be shielded, but 20% attack increase is very nice, especially for the Northerner faction. But come on, guys, the Northerner faction isn't built like that, right? I mean, there are some booty clappers in the Northerner faction, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like it is worth it. He's not going to change your account like Praetus, Ingrid, or even Valderon would. Those three are the top 3 names that you should always pull on, and those are the 3 guys that you should be saving for. We need to save them for a good banner hero. And I'm not saying Eldr's bad. I'm not saying Eldrr is a terrible hero to have, because he's going to do some pretty nice things. I mean, increasing the team members' attack by 20% is nice, but at the same time, the Northerner faction is just built for survivability, crowd control, stuff like that, right? If he was in the regular summons, I would say go for it. Let's do it. Let's get Eldrr. Let's pull our shards. But unfortunately, this guy is in the ancient exclusives, and you know, when it comes to our ancient shards, I feel like we need to have a little bit more bang for our buck, right? And then to top it off, you got Jira. So Jira, I have Jira, right? I have her on both my accounts. She is a good hero in the game, but she's not going to change your account. There's a lot of heroes that can do what Jira can do. She's really good for GB2. She's really good for single target arena. She could do good things for your team, but the Eldrr Jira combo, it's just not doing it for me, guys. It really isn't. I feel like we need to wait for a better banner. This is one of the more underwhelming banners that I've seen on the ancient exclusive. So I would definitely recommend, I mean, that this is pretty easy. Both these banners, we're just going to hold our shards. We're going to hold our shards, and we are going to wait for the right banner. Let's go. But what are your guys' thoughts? Do you guys agree with what I'm saying? Are you guys going to go all out anyway? Do you guys disagree? I definitely want to hear about it, but that's all I got for tonight's video. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.